We got a lot to talk about in this video. What's up, guys? It's your boy Jamie Music Man, and we got a lot to talk about. And if you saw UFC 193, you know my girl, the women's bantamweight champion Ronda Rousey, suffered her first loss in the UFC. So before this video begins, let's have a moment of silence for Ronda's streak. Okay, and we're back. Alright, guys, we got a lot to talk about. But first off, let me say, I love Ronda Rousey. Some of you might say, you just like Ronda because she's hot. Well, that might be true, but I do like her as a fighter. She is one hell of a fighter and one of the best, if you ask me. But her performance at UFC 193, that disappointed me. And we got a lot to talk about. But first off, you know, Ronda has a background in judo and MMA, karate. I think she might have some background in maybe a little bit of wrestling. You got Holly Holm, a former world boxing champion, or former world kickboxing champion. So you get two great female athletes. And just a few years ago, many people never would have thought a female match would headline a UFC event, and it did. And this is one of the biggest upsets in UFC history, if you ask me. Maybe one of the biggest upsets in sports history, because many people thought Ronda was going to remain undefeated forever, basically. I mean, Ronda's basically, she's the face of UFC. She's like the Hulk Hogan and Muhammad Ali of UFC fight, and she's a female to top it off. I mean, she is a badass chick. I ain't gonna lie, she is. But her performance in this fight was just, I don't know what to say. But let's talk about the weigh-in. If you saw what happened at the weigh-in, Ronda came out pissed off. When she walked on stage, you could tell she was pissed off for some strange reason. I don't know if she was trying to psych Holly Holm out when they were on stage, but as soon as they had the face down, you know, Ronda claims that Holly tried to shove her fist in her face. But you know, I watched the video. I think Ronda kind of, you know, she turned this into a media circus, if you ask me. You know, they almost got into a fight on stage, but you know, then she goes on Twitter and calls Holly a fake bitch, a fake preacher's daughter, and it's just like, where's this coming from right now? You know, we know Ronda can do better, but what happened at this show? I don't know. But at the night of the fight, when they get to the octagon and Holly goes to touch gloves and Ronda just backed up and didn't do nothing, many people are calling that was just bad sportsmanship. And you know, people like Lady Gaga on Twitter saying you should have touched the gloves. A lot of other celebrities are saying she should have touched the gloves. That was just bad sportsmanship. But when I saw that right there, I knew, okay, this is going to be an interesting fight. But you know, they made it to 2 rounds. Of course, Holly got her with the super kick. Ronda goes to the ground, knocks Ronda out. We got a new champion, and it was a shocking moment, if you ask me. I couldn't believe it. I mean, this whole year has been Ronda's year. At the last UFC event, she beat that Beth, whatever her last name was, in like 20 seconds. But in this match right here, I couldn't believe her performance. I mean, she could have been better, but I don't know if she could let her emotions get the best of her. I mean, there's so many factors that could have been going on in her mind at the time. You know, I mean, yes, Holly was a tough competitor, but you know, she's also, you know, the face of UFC. And if you also remember, her mother came out. Her mother was a world judo champion. Her mother come out and you know, basically she doesn't like Ronda's trainer. And then also, you know, Ronda's with her new boyfriend, whatever his name is, Travis Brown. You know, he allegedly beat up his wife. So, you know, Ronda's a big no-no on men who beat their girlfriends or wives. So, you know, I don't know what was going on in Ronda's mind. But then I'm also, you know, for some of you who watch wrestling, if you know who Taz is, he said on his radio show that he's calling this a work angle. I mean, if you know professional wrestling, you know many storylines in professional wrestling are a work angle. And that's what he thinks. And she also said, Ronda Rousey said in Rolling Stone that she was wanting to disappear after UFC 193. And she only, after the fight, she came on Twitter and, you know, basically just wanted to thank everybody, asking her about her health, because she had to go to the hospital after the fight. And she hasn't really said anything, so I don't know. But I want to know what you guys think of Ronda's performance. Do you think Ronda's going to be able to make a comeback? Do you think Ronda deserves a rematch with Holly Holm? I think she does, and from what I hear, they're planning on having it maybe in February or March at UFC 200. But guys, you know, I'm completely shocked right now about my girl Ronda Rousey, what happened at UFC 193. But guys, I want to know your opinions. Be sure to like this video, be sure to subscribe to my channel, and be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Links to those sites below. But I'm Jamming Music Man. Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time.